This is everybody. I want to talk to you about a follow up on the previous video where David Ayer confirms what Zack Snyder had planned for the DCEU. And this is just more evidence. When David Ayer put this out, Zack Snyder put out something as well, just to support the idea and the understanding that, this particular thing, you know, Justice League definitely needs the Snyder cut, and definitely we need the Ayer cut. And I don't know if this is just an early concept art for the Ayer cut or what, but here's what David Ayer has to say. So I'm going to go into a screen share for a minute and show you guys just exactly what is going on. So, yeah, let me get to it. 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 So in just okie dokie. So when it comes to Justice League, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So you guys probably are seeing all of this information here. And David Ayer had this to say. First of all, Carlos Digital showed this here, which has to do with Steppenwolf. So Richard Boulevant released the Snyder Cut. He put this post up showing Steppenwolf, Boom Tubes, and Parademons may have originally been in Suicide Squad. Okay, they would originally have been in Suicide Squad. And let me just come out of this so I can go backwards for a minute. And so Carlos Digital asks David Ayer, is this true? Wow. And David Ayer responds with this. This is right. Enchantress was under the control of a mother box, and Steppenwolf was prepping an invasion with a boom tube. Had to lose that when the jail story arcs evolved. So it's kind of crazy because David Ayer just basically confirming that this was going to be connected to Justice League. Apparently, I'm not sure what this means, but apparently this would have connected to Justice League in some way, shape, or form. And obviously, Enchantress was going to be connected with Steppenwolf. So there's a much bigger story that they had in store. And here you can see Enchantress, and again, she's under the control of Steppenwolf. And that makes sense because Enchantress was a part of the Suicide Squad team. So if Steppenwolf sort of influences Enchantress, that makes more sense than Enchantress just trying to take over the world and dominate. And this was the early concept arc for Steppenwolf. Here's the Steppenwolf construct right here. We see in the concept art for Suicide Squad. David Ayer confirming that Steppenwolf was actually in Suicide Squad after BVS, which makes sense. And then, of course, we saw Steppenwolf in Justice League. But here's the interesting thing about this whole thing, that we know that the arc for Steppenwolf was not exactly what it was, and even the look for Steppenwolf was not exactly what we saw eventually. But even more, when we look in the trailers, we see Darkseid is also introduced, and we see Bruce Wayne saying something darker, right? And that refers to Darkseid. Well, Zack Snyder came out today, which is the 25th, a day after David Ayer had spoken about Darkseid, Steppenwolf, and then showed us inside of the Justice League movie Darkseid being referenced when Wonder Woman goes and sees him. So, and of course, this double whammy with David Ayer and Zack Snyder, they're doing this, these directors are doing this to provoke us to want to see the Ayer cut and, of course, the Snyder cut. And it has provoked me to the point at which I'm not interested in any other DC movie until Warner Brothers makes a statement on the Snyder cut of Justice League. They need to make a statement, and the statement needs to be about releasing that, whether they're thinking about it, whether they have a date when they would like to release it, whatever. They need to make a statement on that. And they better not make a statement that they're not releasing it, because if that's the statement they want to make, that's going to cause all kinds of problems. All right, I'm not interested in any other DC film at this point in time. I'm excited for Aquaman, but I'm not going to watch Aquaman. I'm not excited for any other DC film except for the Snyder cut of Justice League now. That's just what it is. It's just too exciting, too titillating, That's it. You know what it is with me. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys this. This was on Twitter. David Ayer confirming that they actually had Steppenwolf as a part of Suicide Squad. And I'm guessing Steppenwolf was going to flow into the jail story, and we would have gotten a much more fleshed out story with Zack Snyder. It's possible that that was just an early draft where they had Steppenwolf and they had to remove Steppenwolf. But that would have made sense that Steppenwolf was in Suicide Squad, seeing it followed BVS. That would have made a lot of sense. And it would have connected the story of Justice League even better. You know, being acquainted with Steppenwolf and then the big dark side showing up there, being, you know, kind of teased in Justice League, the first version, and then the second version is actually seeing the great dark side coming down. I don't know why Warner Brothers just couldn't get the understanding of the idea that was trying to be produced, and what an epic film and what an epic set of films it would have been. Having said that, anyway, we want to see the Ayer cut, even if there's no Steppenwolf in it. And Enchantress is not under the power of the Mother Box. I definitely want to see the Ayer cut after Suicide Squad, and I would like to see the Snyder cut of Justice League, and that's just what it is. And really, honestly, DC, I'm not committed like the other DC fans to taking whatever you give me. I'm done with that. And this is about integrity, and you guys messed up big time on 2 movies, and really, I'm not going to let you guys off the hook. I'm sorry. What do you guys have to say in the comment section? Let me see what you guys have to say in the comment section. I'm going to be looking at what you guys have to say in the comment section right now. If you guys have anything to say in the comment section. Let me see here. Oh, we don't have a lot of people in the comment section. Okay, you can always comment in the chat section. Comment in the chat section. See what's going on with you guys. And here's one person commenting, Damien Anson. Good evening, Anson. Finally caught your live stream. Yes, bro. I want to hear your comments in the chat section. I want to hear what you had to say about you know, the Snyder cut of Justice League, and also what you think. I guess you're gonna go into cinema and watch Aquaman. I am hyped to see Aquaman, but I'm not gonna see it based on the principle that this is just too much literally reciting the film. We're actually seeing scenes from the actual film. That's way too much for me. I'm a person like this. I always believe that if you're going to do something, then do it well. Warner Bros. Had the opportunity to really knock these 2 movies out of the park, and now they don't want to give the fans these movies, which would be on home release anyway. Why you don't want to give the fans these movies, and you're making up all these stories? Obviously, there is a Snyder cut there. Okay, this is clear. And a pretty much polished Snyder cut out there. And Warner Bros. Just refuses to put it out, which I don't understand. It's not going to be put out in theaters, so why is this a big problem? And there's a big demand for the Snyder cut. A lot of people are going to be curious and interested. I just don't get why they don't want to put it out. And then the other thing is the Ayer cut, which you guys did a disservice to David Ayer. You might as well help this guy out, and you should put out an Ayer cut now. So there are 2 cuts they need to put out and 2 cuts they need to talk about. I don't care what they say. They need to make it happen. Otherwise, I'm telling you, man, I'm not watching another DC film, and that's just what it is. David Anson says, I'm going to see Aquaman. Good for you, bro. I'm not going to see it. Actually, I just spoke with my cousin yesterday, and we were thinking of going to see it. But I'm going to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse first. Day 1, I'm going to go see that movie. Yes, it's a Marvel film, and I'm going to go see it day 1 because I love it. It looks great. The animation looks great. Hopefully, it lives up to what I think it will be. If it is not, well, I'll just see it one day and that's it. I'm not going to watch it again. But when it comes to Aquaman, it could be the best movie ever. I'm not going to go see it. And I'm going to see it, not going to see it based on principle. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go see that movie. Okay? I'm hyped for it. I really would love to go see it. But this is enough. Enough is enough. These people should have they should have put in place the Snyder cut. This thing should have been out, or if it's not out, at least they should have made a statement on it saying that they would put this out for the fans. They talk about how Justice League was divisive and it didn't support all DC fans. Well, your way to support all DC fans is to put out the movie that all DC fans, the other half of DC fans could be excited. So everybody can go in without having to have this baggage behind them looking at Aquaman and just be so angry. Because there are going to be some angry people going into that cinema to watch Aquaman. There are going to be some angry people who are going to see a skewed version of Aquaman and is going to hate it for no reason. And that's the thing. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to go into Aquaman feeling so angry that even though Aquaman is a good film, I'm so angry that the Snyder Cut couldn't be good or the Ayer Cut couldn't. I'm going to spare myself that problem. So I'm not bitter when I come out of Aquaman. So I'm not going to go watch Aquaman so I can spare myself that problem. I'll listen to people talk about it and stuff. I'll probably watch it for free online or something. That's what's going to happen if Warner Brothers does not, if they don't give some kind of word on the Snyder Cut, and it has to be that they're interested in pursuing the Snyder Cut. They have to express that interest. They do something like that where it doesn't even have to mean that they're going to do it next year. They got to express that interest, that they're interested in they have to make that statement that they're interested in putting out the Snyder Cut. And also now, unfortunately for them, and this is going to be a tall order for them, they're going to also have to answer to the Ayer Cut. They're going to have to say something about the Ayer Cut now. I'm not taking it. I don't care if you're going to give me the Snyder Cut. I need to hear something on the Ayer Cut as well, because David Ayer put that stuff out. That's it. The two movies that, you know, people were looking at and they were like, they're not all that, were the Suicide Squad and Justice League. And they have something in common. The advertising didn't match up to what the movies were. Now we know that the directors had something in mind and the studio interfered. So it's up to the studio to show us that Aquaman is not going to be that kind of movie. And I don't want to hear about jokes. And so if the studio does not point me, they're going to lose me. And I'm not going to even be a Marvel fan. I'm just going to go watch Glass next because I'm interested in Glass. I'm going to screw all the DC films. I don't even care about Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman could go flush itself. You know, Shazam, definitely, I could give it a boot because to me, it's the dumbest of all the movies. So at the end of the day, they're about to lose a fan, okay? They're about to lose a fan and a bunch of fans because they're pissed off with Warner Brothers. And you know, there are certain things that just piss me off. And then this right here pissed me off because it shows that there is a Snyder Cut, without a doubt. Those clips are from the movie. You know? So I don't want to hear nothing. Warner Brothers has to make a statement on that. And they better come out and do that real quick because Aquaman is right around the corner. They need to make a statement on this. Otherwise, forget it. You're not going to get me in the cinema watching Aquaman. And you're definitely not going to get... Because let me be honest with you. All those other DC movies to me pales in comparison to what Zack Snyder had in store for Justice League. That was going to be epic. And then I would have definitely watched all the rest of DC movies with hands and foot because I'd seen epicness. So I didn't have a problem. Wonder Woman. I'd seen epicness with Man of Steel and BVS, right? So I was interested in Wonder Woman. And I enjoyed it because it was a different director. Why is it that Warner Bros. Doesn't have the gall and the guts to just back their directors? And then after that, you don't have to have them do any more movies. All right? Zack Snyder got it off the ground. Now there are other directors there. No, you couldn't do that. So if you can't do it and you don't have the nerve to do it, I ain't supporting you no more because you're spineless. So I don't want no spineless directing company. If that's the way you guys want to work, where you're spineless and stuff, you can go with your wishy-washy films. I don't want nothing to do with it. And I'm not excited about any of the DC films. I'm a little bit excited about Aquaman right now. I am excited about Aquaman, but I'm not going to go watch Aquaman. Sorry, James Wan. Sorry, Jason Momoa. Sorry, Mira. Sorry, all the cast of Aquaman. All the people who work hard on Aquaman. But y'all guys need to put pressure on Warner Brothers to make sure that Snyder Cut comes out. The people working with Aquaman need to put pressure on Warner Brothers to push the Snyder Cut out. And not only people in the industry, people got to get vocal right now. You know, enough is enough. I've seen enough. I've seen what Zack Snyder's vision is. And right now, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Okay? Damien Anthony says, my prediction is that Warner Bros. Will release the Snyder Cut around June 26, 2019. Here's the thing. I don't really care. Until they say something about that and that they're interested in releasing it, they don't have to give me a time. They don't even have to tell me next year. But if they're interested in releasing the Snyder Cut, I need to hear it from Warner Bros. That they're interested in releasing the Snyder Cut. They need to make a statement like that. And they also need to make a statement about Suicide Squad and David Ayer's vision for Suicide Squad. They need to talk about that. They need to account for it. They need to show people they acknowledge it. They need to show people that they're aware of it and that they're aware of what the fans have been saying. The fans have been talking for a long time on these two movies, the Snyder Cut, which is on Twitter, and also some people have started to jump on the Ayer cut. And those two movies need to be addressed by Warner Bros. Their PR team, they need to speak about them and in a positive way, saying that they're going to do something about it. If they're not going to do anything about it, then I don't want to have nothing to do with them. Sorry, that company is done. I don't care about Warner Brothers. If that's the way they're going to move with me, they don't care about me. I don't care about them. Okay? And I don't care if Aquaman is a box office success. I don't care about Aquaman. That's the way I'm going to do it. If you don't care about us as the fans and what we want, we don't care about you. And you will lose your fans. Okay? And I really don't care what happens at the box office. Because it's enough. It's enough with this nonsense. And I've seen it and I'm like, what's going on here? I mean, why? There is a Snyder Cut. Why hasn't Warner Bros. Spoken about that? Because they don't want to put it out. Okay, if you don't want to put out the Snyder Cut, then I don't want to see your Aquaman movie. I don't care how good it is. And that's the way I'm going to stay. Warner Brothers needs to wake up to the fact that they're bloopering and they're messing up good opportunities. Like I said before, as much as Aquaman is trending very well and everything, and I'm happy for that, this news here really, really, really gets me rated again. It was like when I saw Superman in the deleted scene. It really grates on my last nerve. I'm not changing my mind about Aquaman. If you guys want to watch Aquaman, you're free to do so. But for me, no, I'm not doing it. Off of principle. Okay? And I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. But that's my stand. I'm not changing my mind. And that's it. Other people can do whatever they want to do. But me, I'm not changing my mind. Damien Anton says, don't worry, Anson, all will be made right. The first step was the purging of the people who were responsible for sabotaging the DCEU. Man, I don't know about that. All I know is that I ain't taking nothing. They have to make a statement. Until they make a statement, I'm not going to watch any of their movies. Okay? And with respect to Marvel, which I already don't care about, I didn't go see Infinity War because it was a dumb movie, I realized. I saw it for free. I did not bother to go in the cinema. I did go and see Black Panther. Did I go and pay for that? Did I pay to see Black Panther? I can't remember. But Black Panther was a good movie, even though it still was MCU-ish, okay? And I don't expect that quality and standard for a DCEU movie. So at the end of the day, I'm not really interested in Marvel. Now, Into the Spider-Verse is an animation. Hopefully it's good. If it's not good, then I'm going to see it once, and that's it. I'll be looking forward to Glass next year. And you know, some people want to go see like romance films or whatever. I'll go with a group of people and see some movie that deals with that. I think there's one, something Asians, rich Asians or something like that the ladies want to go see. Damien emphasis that they'll surprise you with an announcement very soon. Better be before Aquaman. Otherwise, I ain't seeing no Aquaman. And I already told my cousin I'm not going day one to see it. We're going to wait a little bit, see what people say, and then afterwards we go see it. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, day one. Day one, I'm there. You know what I mean? Now, I enjoy what James Wan was doing with his shots and everything. I enjoyed the movie. Looks on point. Aquaman looks on point. But I'm say it again, I am not going to support that movie until Warner Brothers says something about the Snyder Cut and the Ayer Cut. Now they got two movies they got to deal with. So it used to be the Snyder Cut. Now it's Snyder Cut and the Ayer Cut. They got double problems now. Okay. And if they keep it going, I'm going to find another movie that they need to do again. Like Tim Burton's Catwoman. So they keep it up. I'm going to just be adding movies to the list. And it'll make it more and more impossible. It'll make it less and less possible for them to fit it. So if they keep on doing it, I'm going to keep on racking on movies. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not really interested in going to the cinema anyway. I was going to do it for family and friends and stuff. But if that's the way they're moving, forget it. I don't care who says, oh, we want to go and see Aquaman. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to see no Aquaman. You can go. I don't want to see it. And that's just the way how it'll be. And you know how people are, they're contrary. So they'll try and do that. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, David, Anton, Vincent, this is enough, man. This is ridiculous, man. I show the concept art. I show this stuff. David Ayer was lining up Steppenwolf. You know what I'm saying? Zack Snyder was lining up Darkseid. No, man. enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. You know. That's how I feel about that. How you doing though, my dude? How you doing these days? I have no confidence in Warner Brothers right now. They have proven to be guys who are set up artists. And I put it up on Twitter too. I put up my feelings on Twitter. I put up this right here. Let me show you. I got a little time, so I put it up on Twitter. Hold on a second. Right here. Okay. I put this up. Release the Snyder Cut, WB and AT&T. I can't in good conscience watch Aquaman when you have a Snyder Cut and simply won't speak about it nor release it. You need to speak on when you will release it, or else I'm not watching another DC film. Sorry, but enough is enough. And I gotta say, man, that Snyder Cut was going to be epic. It was going to be epic. And Warner Brothers again sabotaged a very good movie. You know what I mean? Aquaman was going to be a day one for me. It was relegated to after everyone sees it and a word comes out, to now I'm not watching it because of what has been exposed about the Snyder Cut. You can still make it right, WB and AT&T. Confirm that you will release the Snyder Cut. At least confirm it, or at least say something about it. You said nothing about it to the fans, nothing about it to anybody. And I don't understand. This is something that you should be doing. This is a part of the Ayer cut that just wasn't in the movie. It's shot and everything, which means it's part of an Ayer cut. And it's finished. It was in the trailers. Crying out loud, man. Nah, man, Warner Bros. That's enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. You guys are just messing with us, man. I enjoyed Suicide Squad for what it was. But it wasn't no story. It really wasn't no story. Ayer had a lot much deeper story, man. Enough, man. Enough is enough. Look at this. Actual evidence of the Snyder Cut. These two screenshots are taken from the actual movie. This is Wonder Woman looking at the mural, and there is Darkseid as she's watching it with the flame right there. This is literally in the movie. Enough is enough, WB. Release the Snyder Cut, or else I'm not going to watch Aquaman. I don't care how excited I was for Aquaman. I don't want to see anything except this. And I'm right. We should, as fans, become very sensitized to that. They need to know that they can't just mess around with us like that. You know what I mean? You can't be just messing around with the fans and just playing games with them. No. And if you don't want to answer to this, you know, these cuts and stuff, then guess what? We don't care about you. I don't care about you because you don't care about us. So that's the way I feel about it. And Warner Brothers has really screwed up quite a lot with their movies. And I don't want to hear nobody. And people just trying to make excuses for them. Oh, no. I feel your pain, brother. I'm good. Yeah, I ain't watching that movie. I'm telling you now, I ain't watching that movie. Sorry, bro. That's just the way I feel about that. And look, I put this up, and already 29 people liked it, right? 9 retweets. And backup talks about the Snyder Cut doesn't exist, love. Then what did Zack do for a year with a full crew set and actors? Exactly. You know what I mean? So people actually understand and they agree with what we're saying here. And honestly, you know, how can you go out there and put out another movie and just ignore the Justice League movie? And they listen to the critics, they listen to these guys on YouTube, that they don't listen to the fans. So, you know, the guys on YouTube are like, Warner Bros. Is now going in the right direction with Justice League. No, they're not. No, they're not. They weren't going in the right direction. And quite frankly, I don't think they're going in the right direction with Aquaman. And even if they are, I couldn't care less. I'll tell you why. Because now, after seeing all of that and what Zack Snyder shows, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, I take care of my mom and everything, but come on, this is now. Come on, man. Really, Warner Bros. Really? No, man. No, that ain't right. W Mirror, yo, hey, W Mirror, what's up, bro? Damian Anton Visit says, I posted a reply to one of my followers on Twitter after Zack post within Houston. Why does it hurt so bad? Dude, seriously, man. Seriously, man. This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You know, all those people were saying there's no Snyder Cut. Now they can't say nothing anymore. I used to be a person who was saying there was no Snyder Cut. And even I had to change and say, yeah, no, absolutely, there's a Snyder cut, right? Zach be dropping A-bombs today with David Ayer yesterday. David Ayer dropped a bomb yesterday. Zach dropped a serious bomb today. You know what I'm saying? David Intervision says, yo, W. Mir. And W. Mir says, what up, Damien? Look, man, this is serious stuff, man. I don't know if Chris Wong and all these guys, how they feel about it. And Dave, the film junkie, and my boy, Film God, but and my sister, what's her name? Fiona Zhang. But y'all, I haven't been in the game for a long time, but seriously, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. They can't be doing this stuff. You can't be doing this, Warner Brothers. You cannot be doing this. Sorry. I don't care about Aquaman right now. I would love to see it day one, but I'm not going to go watch no Aquaman day one, knowing that y'all have said nothing on the Snyder Cut. Nothing on the Snyder Cut. And now we're going to add the Ayer cut to it. What you guys got to say about that? W. Mir, I heard what Damien was saying. He took it in stride. I'm not taking this in stride. This is an insult to the fans. You're supposed to at least say something. And the only thing we heard reported was that some executives saying that Snyder Cut's never going to happen or whatever. It's a waste of time or whatever. Man, if that's their attitude, I'm not into DC. I'm not into DC. Forget DC. Y'all can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. No disrespect to nobody for saying that, but I really would be pissed off by that. Damien Antovision says, I'm good. Zach is killing it. Asa is currently blowing a gasket. No, I ain't blowing a gasket. Not at all. I ain't blowing no gasket. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not blowing a gasket. I'm cool. I'm just saying it's stupid what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. W. Mir says, listening to anyone who says the Snyder Cut does not exist is like having acid poured in your own ears. For real, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Come on, man. You know, I've seen some outlandish craziness out here, but come on. You know, I don't know what people be thinking. Yo, I'm not going to watch no Aquaman. I'm sorry, guys. It's what it is. After seeing this, I ain't watching no Aquaman. I ain't watching no Shazam. I ain't watching no Wonder Woman. Y'all gonna have to make a statement, Warner Brothers, on what's happening with the Snyder Cut. And y'all gonna have to also make a statement on what happened with the Ayer Cut. They're gonna have to make a decision, and they're gonna act on it before Aquaman comes out. They got what? How many days? Aquaman comes on the 21st. And you know, I was interested in seeing the screenings after that last final trailer. That final trailer was lit. Now, I'm not gonna be able to watch that final trailer because I ain't watching nothing that had to do with Aquaman. Y'all can have it. I'm gonna watch a pirated copy. Sorry. That's just the way I feel about it. I wanted to pay for Aquaman. No more. Go watch it in the cinema. I ain't watching nothing in no cinema. I will watch Aquaman after everybody watch Aquaman. I'm not paying no dime for no DC film when Warner Brothers messing up like that. Sorry. All right. I'm pretty sure Aquaman is going to be good, but enough with this nonsense. And I know Aquaman will never touch what Zack Snyder had for Justice League. He wouldn't come close from what I'm seeing. So they dissed up Justice League. And now they want us to go see Aquaman. What? Suppose y'all dissed up Aquaman, put in all these stupid jokes. Probably even have a ghostwriter like, you know, Mr. Lame Man, you know, a Joss Whedon putting in some stupid jokes in there. And that would be so angry for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say. Hey, dude, I ain't changing my mind. You know, dude, I'm interested in Glass. Never was interested in Venom. Didn't care that it made money. I wasn't going to go see that movie. And that's just what it is. And I'm glad I didn't go see it. You know. Didn't go see Infinity War in the cinema. Glad I didn't go see it. Because that movie got me angry. W. Mir says Joss Whedon will now be a meme. You just it up, lol. For real, dude. Dude messed up Justice League, man. They used Joss Whedon to mess up Justice League. Man. I'm just not happy right now. You guys can tell that. Anyways, on to some other news. This might be good news for you guys. So Ray Fisher also did a tag team in the whole thing. Ray Fisher also tag teamed it, and Ray Fisher made a comment on Zack Snyder's post, and I thought that was really cool as well. So you've seen different people coming out the shadows now, really applying the pressure as Aquaman's coming around the corner, and I'm hoping that Warner Brothers picks this up, because I don't know how intelligent those people are. People talking about how there's a new management for Warner Brothers. Well, then the new management for Warner Brothers, they better be focused on Zack Snyder stuff. W. Amir says, because Jail, the biggest DC film that was supposed to be got just. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. We want the Snyder Cut. Yeah, we got to get the Snyder Cut. And I'm not waiting until next year for them to announce what they plan to do with the Snyder Cut. They need to make an official statement, and they need to make it as soon as possible. That's how I look at it. Because I ain't watching Aquaman. Otherwise, you ain't got me as a customer. I'm not paying no money to watch Aquaman. No cinema. If Warner Brothers won't make a statement about Justice League, the Snyder Cut, it better be the Snyder Cut. You know what I'm saying? And so they need to do that as soon as they can. With respect to the Ayer cut, now I'm gonna make a demand for the Ayer cut as well, whether they finished it or not. Y'all better get David Ayer back on board, because when he did the movie with the wand, it was a really good movie on Netflix, and it's doing very well. So David Ayer is a very good director, and the problem with it is that the studio meddled with his film, and so that's why we got the film that we got. So I'm pissed off about that, Yeah, Damien and W. Muir, William. It's good to see you guys talking, man. We talk God and all of that too. In my other videos, God is everything. But I'm really sort of still keep praying for my mom, by the way. Your prayers are being heard, by the way, guys. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in Warner Brothers and what they have been doing with really sterling films that could have been something so much better, than what they put out there. And it's because these executives don't know nothing about film. I don't even know why they I don't know what's going on, man. It is what it is, though. So I wanted to leave that with you guys. Spread it around to your friends. I see there's a bunch of you that's still watching this video. I don't know if Dave the Film Junkie and Film Gob or Chris Wong has checked this out, but I am definitely not interested in watching Aquaman at this point in time. I'm very interested in seeing the movie, but I've lost all desire to go see it, though. It's based off of principle, and I don't really care what other people say. I'm not going to discourage anyone from not going to see it, but I personally, I'm not going to go see it, and it's not going to be a loss for me, because one of us should have long ago made a statement on the Snyder Cut, and the statement should have been that they owe the fans that cut, and they should have made a statement long ago on the Ayer cut as well. They didn't do it either, because their advertising was misleading. So if they're not going to do it with either, then I don't care about what they do. Personally, don't care. Like the directors, like the actors, like the films. I might even love the films. I'm not paying a dime, not a dime, to see any of their films. And I'll actually go and watch a Marvel animated film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It looks really good. Don't think I'll be watching Bumblebee either. Bumblebee looks like a waste of my time. So it's only one movie I'm going to go see day one, and that's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm going to try and find out more about that, and that's how that'll go. When Warner Brothers makes a statement on the Snyder Cut, the day they do that, and it's positive, it means we're going to get it. That's the day I'm gonna go see Aquaman. Not day one though. I'm still gonna wait for everybody to go see it first, then I'll go see it after. All right, I'll let the swarming set of people and all the people and reviews and stuff go see it, and then I'll see it after. That's how I'm looking at Aquaman. Aquaman looks like it's gonna be big because it's just such a different movie. So I'm happy for all the people who go see it, but at the same time, off of principles, I'm not gonna go see it. And this is what it is. But if Warner Bros. Specifically speaks about the Snyder Cut in a positive way, saying that they're looking at doing so, and they have to add in the Ayer cut, they have to acknowledge that they've heard the fans, that they are working on something, then I will completely change and I will just go into cinema and watch Aquaman. If it's good, I'll watch it a couple of times. If it's not good, then I'm not going to waste my time going back to see it, obviously. So that's just what it is. And it's a gamble that Warner Bros. Has to take. And if they take it right, they could have, I mean, much more massive fans coming in to see their movie. At present, it's projected at 60 million, somewhere thereabouts, that they'll make opening weekend. That's the conservative figure. It could go all the way up to 80 million, maybe even 90 million. But the point is, they can get more than that if they have more satisfied fans. So you're not just going to hype me up by showing me a final trailer that looks really good. You're not going to just get me that way. You have to work by principle. And if you're not a principle person, you can hype up the movie how much you want. I don't know if the movie's going to match up to what you're showing, in your trailers. And even if it is, who cares? Why? You have not been honest with everything. So why would I go and watch the movie and it ticks me off when I see things which are good, which should have been in Justice League? Because I'm going to think like that. I'm going to say this should have been in Justice League. I want to be ticked off by the time I leave the movie, because I'm not going to be engrossed in the movie like that. I'm going to be always looking, Justice League. Justice League should have been better than this. Justice League should be, over and over again, because we're just thinking about what Zack Snyder did. So I want to spare myself that problem. See what you guys are saying there in the chat section. Damien Activist answer, you do not need salt with all that saltiness. I don't need salt with all the salt. What are you talking about, bro? I'm not salty. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go see Aquaman based on principle. This is not saltiness. Saltiness is where, saltiness is where you're emotionally hurt, and that's that. And you're acting out of your emotions. This is not about emotional hurt. This is principle. Lots of people were saying there's no Snyder Cut. Warner Bros. Was silent on that. One executive said they're not going to go do no Snyder Cut. Okay? They have not said anything on the Snyder Cut. So in principle, this is not about emotion. This is in principle. Why would I support a company that feels they can just brush you off and just, they're going to be excited for the next movie? So they think the last trailer will make people so excited that they won't care about no Snyder Cut and answering that question. No, you got to be accountable now. Because after that thing that proves there's a Snyder Cut and the movie was better than what we got proves it. Oh, no. You're not just going to get away with that on Warner Brothers. No way. You're going to have to address that issue. And they're going to have to make a statement to address that issue. As soon as they address the issue, if it's positive, you're going to see me support Aquaman. It's not saltiness. This is common sense. This is somebody saying, I'm holding Warner Brothers accountable right now for what they're doing. It's not saltiness. I'm not acting out of emotion. I'm acting out of principle. Okay? And so what I'm saying is, I'm not watching that movie and supporting that movie, Aquaman, because you have not addressed us as fans concerning the Snyder Cut. We have sent you petitions. We've sent you letters. We've given reason. We've been peaceful. We haven't been dirty and nasty. Oh, some of us have been dirty and nasty, but we've become reasonable and peaceful with you. We did all these things, and then you turn around and you ignore us, and you continue on your agenda. No. And you're going to say, wow, look at this next film. Look how good it is. I don't care if it's good. You address us as fans. Otherwise, I withdraw my support of your property and your franchise. And I have all right to do that. Glutes. Hey, Goat Films. What's up, bro? Yeah. Giovanni D'Ardaria. Hashtag the Snyder Cut. Yes, sir. Let's go strong. And I don't care what anybody else says. I'm not going into the cinema to support something when there's blatant evidence that the Snyder Cut exists. Blatant. And Warner Brothers has not addressed that. They will not address it with the fans. They will not settle the score and give a decisive answer. Yes, there's a Snyder Cut there, but it's not completed or something like that. They have not been decisive on anything, you know. And I think one of their executives was saying how they'll never put out the Snyder Cut and that there's no Snyder Cut there. In denial. There is a Snyder Cut there. And two, it should be released. Zack Snyder, the director, has been pointing to that. So many people in the industry, from Ray Fisher to even the guy from Marvel, what was his name, that was doing Guardians of the Galaxy, they all want to see the Snyder Cut. Everybody wants to see the Snyder Cut. Warner Bros. Was holding it back and not saying anything about, well, or if they say it's negative. No, Aquaman will not replace the Snyder Cut for me. And for those people who are pushing so hard all those months while I couldn't do anything because I was dealing with my mom and I wasn't on social media, for all those people, stand strong and be strong, okay? And if you don't want to support Aquaman because you think Warner Bros. Should make a statement, you don't have to put out the Snyder Cut. Make a statement on the Snyder Cut saying that at least you're interested or you heard the fans and you are going to at least try and make something happen with that, or you heard the fans, anything like that. You won't even make a statement on that? Well, then it's too bad. We're not going to support Aquaman. I don't care if it's the best movie in the world, we're not supporting it. And that's what you have to do as fans. You have to put your foot down and let these companies know that you are not going to support something with your dollars if they're not listening to you at all. Like zip, they won't even respond to you. They're aware that this stuff is out there. They're aware people are talking about it, and you won't even address it. Not even address it? No, man. Too bad. That's arrogance. Damien Anton Vincent, everything will be okay. Believe they will make the announcement very soon. No, I don't want to hear that. They make the announcement. Make the announcement and then I will support Aquaman. They make the announcement tomorrow or they make the announcement whenever. It could be a day before Aquaman. You make the announcement, I support Aquaman. You don't make no announcement, I want to hear about you. All right? Because you don't want to hear about me. You're ignoring me. Ignore the fans. The Ayer Cut people now are picking up steam. So now they're going to have the Ayer Cut fans and the Zack Snyder fans to deal with. And guess what? Because they did Ayer bad. They did him wrong. Okay? So they got them two now to deal with. So if they keep this up, like I said before, they'll have to deal with Tim Burton next. Okay? We're going to go all the way back into the past. I'm going to dig up stuff from the 1990s. Then we start digging up stuff from the 1980s. And to keep it up, we're going to keep on coming at them. So if I was Warner Brothers right now, well, we're going to make it impossible for them. We're going to start making some ridiculous demands. So if I was them, I would use my head and start and try to put out a statement concerning the Snyder Cut of Justice League. And if you can, make a statement about the Ayer Cut, whether it is that you were disappointed, and all the fans were satisfied with this version of Justice League, and we would like to satisfy the fans. However, the Snyder Cut right now is not absolutely complete, but yes, there is footage of it and so on. You see, if they can acknowledge that, speak to the fans, but I'm telling you right now, I ain't taking no for an answer. So they're gonna have to say they're gonna release it down the road. They can say they release it down the road. They can say they will release it. They don't know how soon. Whatever it is. They make concessions for that, and they speak about the Snyder Cut, and they have to speak about the Ayer Cut as well. They have to speak on those two things. They don't, and they don't have me as a fan. That's basically it. Okay. Giovanni D'Addario. Vincent, that will be dope. Giovanni D'Addario, keep hope alive. Damien Anton Vincent. Giovanni D'Addario, yes it will. Do you think for next summer Comic-Con? Man, look, they got to make a statement. They got to make it now. They had Comic-Con just recently where they could have made a statement. They didn't make no statement. So I'm not hoping and praying like you guys. I am now pushing for action. Okay? I'm done with hoping and praying. Okay? Because they got to deliver that product next year. So I don't want to hear nothing. You got to make a statement now or else forget your movies. And that's how I'm moving with it. And you guys can be nice and watch all their movies and patronize them and watch them. They'll just treat you like you're a ping pong. We don't care about you, right? That's what will go down. And I'll never show you the Snyder Cut. They had chances after chances after chances with us as the fans. Now's the time I put out my foot, and I ain't supporting Aquaman at all until they support the Snyder Cut. That's the way that's going down. And as to Shazam, I wasn't even enthusiastic about Shazam, so it is what it is. And then when it comes to Wonder Woman, that's too far down the road. But man, I love Patty Jenkins. I do. I love my boy. What's his name? James Wan. Okay, Fast and Furious 6 or whatever, 8, whatever it was, wasn't hot. There was just a lot of stunts. He's probably now going to put a movie with some kind of, depth to it. But I respect James Wan. I respect Patty Jenkins. David Sandberg's more of a comedian kind of guy. I don't know if I'm really on board with him, but I've defended him. But I'm not hot up on Shazam. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm not hot up on those films. I'm not even hot up on Wonder Woman 2. I'm not hot up on it. I don't feel any energy or excitement about those movies, right? I got a little excitement for Aquaman because of that final trailer. All the other trailers, the rooftop scene was dope, but all the other trailers did not blast me away, okay? I didn't feel anything. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, if I don't even feel anything, but when you say the Snyder Cut, it just like piques me, then why would I waste my time? I'm not like all in on Aquaman. Maybe some of you guys are. I'm not. Okay? They put out one good trailer on Aquaman. And yes, it does get me interested in watching Aquaman. I would like to see it. But I'm not really into even so hot up on it, seeing it day one, because I'm hearing it has jokes in it and stuff. I'm not into the Marvel stuff. So if you're going to bring me a movie, Snyder Cut, that's the thing that gets me fired up. And if you if you can speak to down the road, the Snyder Cut coming to be, Warner Bros. Can say something on that, then okay, now I got something to look forward to. And then I can watch these movies. And if they're crap, well, at least I got through them to get to see this movie. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. DJ Lost and Found says, I guess I missed a lot. The mood has changed over the past couple of days. What happened in the news? Okay, so DJ Lost and Found doesn't know that Zack Snyder posted tweets and David Ayer posted tweets. Zack Snyder's tweet showed literally in Justice League, the movie, Wonder Woman looking at Darkseid. Okay? Literally. And then in David Ayer's concept art, confirmed by David Ayer himself, Enchantress was actually under the control of a mother box, which is controlled by Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf was coming to boom tube into Earth to take over Earth. So that was part of what Suicide Squad was supposed to be. So it's going to connect with Justice League. You see? So that's what you missed, DJ Lost and Found. And that just made me say, no, I'm not watching no Aquaman movie. I'm going to go, make sure that Warner Bros. Makes a statement on both the Snyder Cut and the Ayer cuts of respective movies. And if they can make some sort of statement, sort of giving us some sort of assurance that down the road they're thinking about it and how they can proceed to make these movies, if they can even say something to that effect, I will be looking at Aquaman and all the other movies. But I'm not hot up on those movies right now. I'm hot up on Snyder Cut. Giovanni Dadara says there's power on praying. Damian Antipison says, yes, my brother. Giovanni says, I heard Aquaman going to do great. Damian Antipison says, yes, it will. DJ Watson says, oh, wow, I got to check that out. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. When I saw it up on Twitter, I was like, wow, And you can just look at this video if you want to. Yeah, so at the end of the day, as much as people are talking about hoping and praying and all of that, which is very good. Prayer is an awesome thing, and you can pray about it, of course. That's awesome. I'm actually taking a stand. And my stand is simple. I think that this is just way too wrong what the studio is doing. And so I'm going to take a stand on it. And that's that. Damien Antivisa says, Darkseid in an ancient wall painting while Diana watches. Yep, and that's actually from the movie. Literally. Giovanni Derrida says, jail's supposed to be the cornerstone of the DC universe, but WB messed it up. And they're not willing to make it right. They're not willing to make it right. They're looking at Aquaman to right the ship. And the problem with that is people ain't asking for Aquaman. People are asking for the Snyder Cut. and they just totally out of tune with that. People are talking about the Snyder Cut, and they haven't responded to them. You haven't responded to anyone concerning the Snyder Cut, and now people are bringing up the Ayer cut. Now WB is going to be in problems because now people are going to ask for more demands. So even if they do get the Snyder Cut, they'll be like, "No, we need the Ayer cut too." There's going to be more demands. So if they had nipped it in the bud when people were talking about the Snyder Cut and addressed it, but they decided they're not putting out the Snyder Cut. Dumb move. And like I said before, now with Zack Snyder putting out that stuff and David Ayer putting it out at the same time too, supported by the actor who's playing Cyborg, now they're in all kinds of problems. Okay, all kinds of problems. You know, because that's just going to enrage the Zack Snyder fans and the Snyder Cut fans, and they're not going to support this movie. Some of them will, and some of them won't. Okay, and I'm not trying to tell people to boycott the movie Aquaman, because I personally would like to go see it myself, but not that much. I'm going to take a stand, and this is my stand. It might seem negative, but I'm definitely taking this stand. I'm not going to go see that movie. I'm sorry. I love James Wan, love Jason Momoa, but Warner Bros. Has messed up too many times. And they're not apologetic. They don't seem to tend to the fans. They don't want to address the fans. They don't want to correspond with the fans. They treated the fans like if they're trash. So forget them. And when they're ready to have dialogue with us, the fans, and actually tell us something, then we will pay attention. Until then, I'm not going to be treated like a piece of meat. As if, oh, I'm just dangle a carrot in front of you. Look at Aquaman. You know, look at Aquaman. Look how good a movie Aquaman is. Nope. We asked for the Snyder Cut. Keep it on point. Giovanni says, a Christian DJ in that house. Cool. GoFilm says, Zack Snyder made the perfect DC movie, so I hate that they're keeping the Snyder Cut from us. It's the Justice League movie we wanted to see. Absolutely. And that's the way how I feel about it. GoFilms, Giovanni Dario, Damian Anton Vincent, DJ Lost and Found, W. Mir. Shout out to all you guys, man. Shout out to all you guys there. And honestly, I understand if some of you want to go see those movies, because I mean the final trailer really hyped me up for the movies. But after seeing what I see, like I said over and over again, I'm going to say it again, I just can't support these movies. I can't support these movies when a studio is unapologetic to us as the fans, or not even unapologetic. They're very aloof. They're very arrogant with us as the fans. You know, if it's some other studio and the fans were making that kind of noise, the studio would at least address it. Whether it's in a movie or in a trailer or in something, they would address what the fans are feeling. This studio feels so aloof that not only are they willing to just not respond to the fans and all their letters and everything and treat them like mud, but also in addition to that, guess what they do? They get some anonymous executive to say that Justice League was crap and it's not finished and we're not interested in that and we're not doing that. Well, okay. So if you're not doing Snyder Cut, then we're not doing you. Okay? And we'll just pull out. And you could have made a lot more money if we were there. But seeing you don't care about us, well, why should we care about you? All right? So whether or not Aquaman makes money, it's going to make a ton more money, because if the Snyder Cut fans were in there, they would make more money. And so I don't care how much money. I don't really care about Aquaman no more. You know? I wanted to make a video on Aquaman today. I'm not making no video on Aquaman. You notice I'm not really interested in Aquaman. I'm not really interested in any of the other DC, because they take your heart from you. Your desire, your enjoyment of their movies. Now they're saying, we don't care about you. We just care about the bottom line. We care about making money. We don't care about you as fans. You're not really important. That's what they just did to us. They stiffed us. And some of you guys are going to kiss their butt and come back and, oh, don't worry, man. They'll do it in the future. I'm not like you. I can't be stiffed like that and just take it up my, just take that kind of stiffing and then afterwards turn around and kiss these people who've been slapping us around, abusing us. No, man. Oh, hold on. The phone's ringing. I'm coming right back, guys. Phone's ringing. Maybe. Have something to eat too. Mom eat some? Yeah, she ate some. Yeah, guys. I mean, you can't be stiffing people and then you're considered good. I don't believe in that. And maybe they make some money, but you can't be stiffing people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Goat Film says Zack Snyder made okay. Zack Snyder made the perfect DC movie, so I hate that they're keeping Zack Snyder's cut from us. It's the Justice League movie we want to see. Damian Anderson says, so true. Giovanni Diodari says Michael Jackson was right. They don't care about us. For real, man. They don't care about us, man. They care about money. I don't understand, man. Warner Bros. Should be a studio that cares about, at least answers the people. But they're so aloof and arrogant, man. Gold Film says, what sucks too is that WB has been doing this for so long with other movies. Exactly. Damian Anderson says, DJ Lost and Found. Not yet. Man, they should have put out a statement a long time ago. At least, even if they're not going to do the movies, they should put out a statement saying that they acknowledge the fans that have been asking. At least do something like that. Try to have some kind of common decency, man. They don't have that. And even if you take that statement out there, what it does is it separates. So the fans know, okay, there's a different direction they're going. I don't need to go watch those movies anymore. But at least you have the decency to let them know that, right? Instead of just kind of treating them like, we don't care about you. We're going to get another demographic or something like that. And backfire royally. Then what are they going to do? They're going to be out of business. You know what I mean? W. Mirror, I'm back. Was eating. Hey, dude, man, I think I need to go eat something too. My mom's gone out with my uncle, and they're moving around doing different things. Still pray for them. Keep them in the Lord's, they're in the Lord's hands, man. I'm really, sometimes you feel tired, dealing with those situations, but they're in the Lord's hands. And I've been like the voice of one crying in the wilderness, and very few people are listening to me, and then they go blooper and mess up, and then they come back to me, you was right. Be like, shh. Whatever, man. Giovanni Didaria, are you following Zack Snyder on Vero? No, I'm not following Zack Snyder on Vero. No, I'm not. But you can get news about what's happening. So that's where I found my information. And on Twitter too. On Twitter, yeah, man. W Mirror, yeah, bro. Keep in prayer, bro. And you can pray about it too. That's prayer works. But at the same time, man, I'm just saying, for all the Snyder fans out there who want the Snyder cut, I know a lot of people would like to see the Snyder. That will break the internet if the Snyder cut is talked about by WB. But we gotta work with one another. Who's asking? What's my Twitter? My Twitter? Let me type it out. That's my Twitter. So now you know what my Twitter is. I also got a boxing channel. It's called What You Need. I did a little something on boxing as well, so you guys can go check that out. Thanks for all your support, guys. I want to just shout out to Tommy Temper. I hope you're doing okay, Tommy. And shout out to everybody else. Much love and peace to all of you guys out there. What else you guys want to talk about? Let me know in the chat section. I'm going to do so. I'm on Twitter right now. A lot of people on Twitter are seeing my stuff, and they're agreeing with me on what I said. I have 31 people who agree with me on one of my tweets. Because it's real time on Twitter. We got all kinds of different people. And those people are agreeing with me about not going to see Aquaman. And that's terrible. That should never happen. We should be the people to support the Snyder Cut. You know what I'm saying? We're the people. We're the backbone of the DCEU. We should never be people saying, I ain't going to go watch this movie because you. But that's what's happening. It's happening because Giovanni Diardara, Vincent, he posts a lot of hints there. That's Zack Snyder. Okay. W. Mir says, if WB put out a statement any day confirming Snyder Cut, the internet would be broken for 2 days. Yeah, so to do it. Damian Anton Vincent says, yep. Giovanni Dyer says, United we stand, DC. I am not supporting any DC movie until the Snyder Cut statement is made by Warner Brothers. And they like to also toss in something about the Ayer cut. And I don't care how Warner Brothers feels about Zack Snyder or about David Ayer, but the time has come where I put my foot down and I said enough is enough. I am somebody who pays to see your movies. I'm going to watch them multiple times. I ain't going to watch another movie by you until you sort out this issue. You need to make a statement. You have to hold people accountable. Warner Brothers, you need to make a statement. Otherwise, I'm not watching a single flick from you. That's just the way it will go down. And I have taken my position, and that's that. Whoever wants to go see your movies, they're free to do so. I'm not telling nobody to not go see any movie. I'm not telling anybody, but I feel very strongly about this. This is a principle stand by me. As a fan, I cannot encourage this. It's come to a point where now is ridiculous. When Zack Snyder put up that thing, and then David Ayer put up the stuff yesterday, I said, nah, there is a Snyder Cut. Warner Bros. Need to say that. They need to say it's not complete, and they need to say whether they're going to follow up on it or not. They don't even have to say when. They have to say, and they have to acknowledge that they heard the fans and they heard what the fans were saying. But they need to put a definitive statement down on what they're going to do next. And if they don't do that, too bad, because I ain't putting down no definitive statement on going to see Aquaman, because I ain't going to watch no Aquaman. My definitive statement would be I'm not watching it. I'm sorry, James Wan. I'm sure your movie's great. I'm sorry, Jason Momoa. I'm sure you'll be a star. But I ain't watching no movie when Justice League, the Snyder Cut, has not been commented on by Warner Brothers. Sorry. And also, now we got a problem. Because Warner Brothers, you got extra problems. Because David Ayer's cut, we know David Ayer, that was not David Ayer's cut. David Ayer's acknowledged that now. And he's come out and showed this other information that connected his Suicide Squad with Justice League. And it was going to be a grander movie that made more sense and a deeper storyline. So I'm sorry, Warner Brothers. This ain't the way to go. You better make a statement. And you better make it soon before Aquaman. You got to make it before Aquaman. And once you do, concerning these two movies, and that the fans, you acknowledge what the fans are saying, depending on how you respond in terms of whether you have an interest in continuing to pursue these cuts and put them out on home DVD, or at least an interest in seeing that these cuts come out somehow, some way. If you don't say that, I'm sorry, man. I ain't watching no Aquaman. I'm not going to support a studio which has definitely spit on the fans, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of you would not respond to them. A lot of fans are speculating a lot of things, and other people are saying there's no Snyder Cut and stuff, when the evidence is clearly the case that there's a Snyder Cut, and Snyder finished a cut and had to just do the finishing touches on that cut. If you, Warner Brothers, just don't want to acknowledge that, and don't want to, and I see some of your executives were saying that there ain't no Snyder Cut and stuff. That's what's going on. At least that was what was written about you. Could be speculation. You need to come out with an official statement by Walter Hamada or by Tommy Ebert. Official statement on the Snyder Cut and an official statement on the Ayer Cut. And you got to acknowledge the fans and what they've been doing. And if you don't do that, I ain't watching no Aquaman. I ain't watching no Shazam, and I ain't watching no Wonder Woman. I don't really have a problem with it because they don't excite me as much as the Snyder Cut does. All right? The Ayer Cut's on the side, but still, because David Ayer's cut was linked to Justice League and Zack Snyder's cut, I'm sorry, Warner Brothers. Now the Ayer Cut's also in the equation, and you need to address that issue too. So you have two issues to address, Warner Brothers, and you got till the beginning of Aquaman, because I ain't watching no Aquaman movie. I don't care. There can be people watching screenings. It can say it's the greatest movie of all time. I'm not watching it. And that's the way I feel. W. Mir says, you saw Zack jumping in front of his new office? No. Tell us where to look for that. Damien Anton Vincent says, yes. I don't know what you're talking about. W. Mir says, it means something jumping for joy. And Giovanni Deradara says, I respect your decision. Giovanni Deradara says, Mr. Snyder dancing. Damien Anton Vincent says, Twitter went mad with Darkseid Image today. For sure. For sure. It was in Justice League, man. They was teasing him all the way. He probably didn't show up in the Justice League movie, but definitely was setting it for Justice League 2, maybe. W. Mir. Will Zack be like Bane and Ivan Drago to the internet? I must break you. He definitely got people's attention for sure. Go Films. Since 2003, I wanted a Justice League movie by Snyder. So disappointed that those years building up to it, it ended up being taken from us. Man, for serious now. I totally agree with you now. Dan Vincent at W. Mir. Man, you are awesome. Giovanni Diodari. I just saw your tweet, Anson. Yeah, man. W. Mir, thanks. Giovanni Diodari. I'm following you now, bro. Yeah, man. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Just Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter for a while, but I just don't understand, man. I don't understand how a company could do something like that. Not respond to the fans concerning it. And the fans reached out to Warner Brothers. They showed their love. They showed their, no response from Warner Brothers. None whatsoever. No, man. No. No. So it's what it is. Cool, Damien Anton Vincent. Well, I know I got your Twitter address already. Yeah. Thanks for following, Giovanni Dario. Yeah, guys. Well, that's basically what I have. That's the news I have for today. I didn't know Zack Snyder was dancing in front of his office. You guys got some kind of link for that, so I could see it? That would be nice. Or just let me know on Twitter. Send something to me on Twitter. On that note, guys, man, I'm wrapping it up. I spent a lot of time talking about this, and it was really nice talking to all of you. So, Damien Anson Vincent, W. Mir, Goat Films, Giovanni Dario. It was really nice. DJ Lost and Found. It was really nice talking to you guys about movies, and just this new news that came out. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves and have a good time being entertained. Always keep God first, though. This was just entertainment, and so I was telling you guys what I feel about the entertainment aspect. Because I really appreciate what Zack Snyder was trying to do concerning God and the devil and the battle and the great controversy and all that stuff. But yeah, I just hope you guys have a good one. And Giovanni Dari, I see you on Twitter right now. I hope you guys have a good day. Anything else comes, I feel like we're so close at this point. We ain't close at all. Warner Brothers gotta say something to make it close. Damien, it was fun. Take care. Yeah, take cake. Take cake. That's funny, man. Hey, man, I hope you guys have a good one, man. Much love and peace to you guys. I love you guys. You know what? I'm gonna sing a song before we get out of here. I know you guys don't really like my funky voice, but hey, man, I'm gonna sing a song before I get out of here. Hey, let me see if I can find a good song. But seriously, man. Giovanni Daradara says, all right, bro, enjoy the rest of your weekend. The phone's ringing again. All right, hold on a second. Let me just go and get the phone. I'll try to get the phone. Keep on ringing. I don't know who's calling, right? I didn't mean that I was wrong. Look, you have to admit you're wrong. Nope, I was right. 100% right. I'm going about the same nonsense you did before. The resident doctor on the platitudes. We're gonna thank dancing. You know that. You know, listen. But what is it? How is no discipline? You look good, not good concept. For people like you, giving them things that we can their immune system, constipate them, give them more pain. Yes, people. All right, bro. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Yes, people. Guys. The activist says, ha ha ha. The activist says, I meant to say care and not cake. That's all right. Maybe answer. So answer. You have my wife laughing at me. Nice. Okay, Mr. Salty. Your wife's laughing at you. Your wife's laughing at you. That's funny, man. Hey, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see all of you. And you can call me Mr. Salty. That's all right. But at the end of the day, you know exactly what I mean. Well, it was good talking to you guys, man. I just went and got something to eat. Well, you know, I had the whole house to myself for a little bit. I was just rehearsing something. So I hope you guys have a good one. Peace. Deuces to all of you. Have a good one, guys. Shout out to Damien, Anton, Vincent, and your wife, Giovanni Dario W. Meir. Yeah. And to Goat Films, Glitz. I'm going to see if I can go back on the boxing channel and see what's going on. And got a couple other people I got to mention. DJ Lawson Found. And hey, you guys can pray about it too. I'm not saying no. I mean, you guys can pray about it. So that's it. Have a good one, guys. Have a good night. It was fantastic. You know, 7 of you guys are viewing this video. And pass the word on, man. Much love, love, love. Peace to you guys, man. I'm out.